first come to you to do this?
I wanted something really impactful and meaningful. So prom was something that I never got to go to. And I know a lot of people in our community never went because we weren't comfortable being ourselves, our true selves, and we weren't out, and it wasn't safe back then. Sometimes it's still not safe now, and so we are very blessed that now we as adults can get together and kind of like relive that passage, that rite of passage that we missed out on. I'm honored that all these people are here. I'm honored that you're here, and it's really just about building community and how we need to work together to make this world better than leave it better than we found it, because we have so much struggle as a community, and right now is really the time that we have to not just fight back but fight forward. And I hope that it just helps everybody feel like they find some healing tonight.
I think these events are super important. First off, I want to give a huge shout out and a huge thanks to NiK Kacy for reaching out to me and for having this event in general. I think with everything that's going on politically, all the anti-LGBT legislation that's been pushed, especially this year, this is a time for us to all get together, have some fun, and also remember that the majority does not believe what they're trying to push. Like, I think that the majority of Americans are actually with us.
I'm taking everything at my own pace. Also learning how to take care of myself and embrace my inner child. Just happy to be here and coexist with my gay, queer, trans family and allies and everyone in between. Like, I'm very just happy to be here and celebrate Pride. So thank you, Nick, for having me and for having everyone else here in the same space, because this is really great.
Everybody deserves to feel euphoria in their bodies and how they dress. So having people like NiK Kacy and Leon Wu creating opportunities for people to experience that, whether they're non-binary, whether they're masculine presenting, and their bodies might be presenting in a different way, it allows us to really fully, authentically represent ourselves in our clothes. And I think it's a wonderful, wonderful gift.
And then Equality Fashion Week, how did that come about? What was the initial spark for that? Because I know you had your clothing designs and your shoes, and was that all part of the same idea?
Yeah,
how did that come up?
basically just going to years of different fashion shows and realizing no one got paid, and the amount of money we put into building a collection, it didn't equate to any kind of ROI. We didn't have access. So we could have a fashion show, but it's like preaching to the choir. How do we get mainstream? How do we get other people involved and see oh wow, this is the movement, And so I just thought I want to do one in LA because we didn't have one, which is surprising. And two is I want to pay everybody.
Well, and also I feel like, so much queer and trans and non-binary style is co-opted by the mainstream fashion industry without sort of as much credit as maybe could be given. And so this is just a really beautiful opportunity to showcase the real talent that we had in this community in Los Angeles. And we're really proud to be a part of it.
Because to produce an event of this magnitude and to bring visibility not only to our community, but the multiplicity and the diversity of our community is really remarkable and amazing. I mean, the fact that, during Fashion Week, right, there was nothing that was specifically designated and designed for LGBTQ people. Now we do have something that is very specific, that was created by a queer person who is trans and gender nonconforming identified, who is just amazing, and who I'm very lucky to call a friend.